Alright, so we're going to do a tutorial on some imaging changing in Photoshop, batch processing, which basically means you change a lot of images at one time, so you don't have to go through each image one at a time, changing it. So we're going to stick with AccuWeather on this one. And I said in the thread that the text view, when changing text colors, it doesn't change everything you're going to want in the widget. For instance, like the GPS locator and stuff like that. So if we look here under res, all those other things, instead of the text colors are going to be pinged. So all those are usually under a drawable folder. So you see all these and you're like, gosh, which one's which? Well, we don't know until you start changing them. Sometimes the names give a little hint, like easy widget, so that will probably be on easy mode that your phone runs on. You know, then you have other named ones, you know, that kind of give you clues. You can see the GPS locators here, and then you know, the Celsius and Fahrenheit, the reload, and you're like, I have no idea, you know, which ones you just have to change them to find out which ones they are. The best way, if you really want to know which one's which, you can either change them all at once, or you can change each one and make them different colors. So what I wanted to do, because we were doing an S-planar blackout, I wanted to do a blackout AccuWeather. So I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I was going to make all these images black and white, and there's a lot. If you look through, you scroll down, you look through, there's, I don't know, 30-40 images, so that's a lot of images. So we're going to use a batch processing tool in Photoshop. So we'll go ahead, we'll have Photoshop open, and I have this actions window up. To do that, you just have to hit window and then actions, make sure that's clicked, and that will pop up. So we're going to go ahead and make we're going to open the images that we want. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can put all the images you want to edit in a folder, so you can like copy them and then put them into a folder on your desktop. We can do that real quick, actually. Let's do that real quick. So let's open this back up. So let's go through and select all these. So I'm just hitting Control and clicking each one. This way we make a copy of them, so if for some reason we don't like the change, we have all the images stored, so we don't have to decompile the app again to get new ones. So let's right click, copy, and we can just make a new folder on our desktop, say backups. Okay, and go ahead and then Control V, we'll paste them all in there. Good, so that's our backup folder. So let's open up Photoshop. We're going to go to File, Open, and then we want to go to the directory where our app is. So mine's under Android APK tool. Go ahead and we'll open up this under Res, Drawable, and then we're going to go through just like we did again and select all the images, because I want them to open up all at the same time. Okay, now that they're all open, I paused it there a little bit because that took a long time. Let's go ahead and do our batch processing now. So we're going to go over here to this Actions tab, and this is new. So new action, we'll name it, how about BNW for black and white. Okay, and then after we're done, you don't need to mess around with any of these for this. Just go ahead and hit record. Once we hit record, it's going to record everything that we're doing. So make sure you might want to run through one time and make sure what you want to do, find where you want to change things and get familiar with what you're trying to accomplish. So I'm pretty familiar with this, so I'm going to go ahead and hit record. And I'm going to go up to the image and I'm going to go to adjustments. And Photoshop's really, black and white. It's plain and simple. It's right there. So we're going to go ahead and click that. You can already see that the image changed. You can adjust the colors here. We can make it like darker, or just mess around with it. We're not going to do that here. So we're going to go ahead and go back to image adjustment and then just hit black and white and hit OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit Control S, which saves the document, and it records that too. You can see it's recording. So then it saves everything that I wanted to save. So that's perfect. And that's it for that. So now we're going to just hit stop. And then now, we have all these images, right? So what are we going to do? So we're going to go ahead and go to File, and you're going to go down here to Automate and Batch, and then make sure that you select your action BNW, which is BNW over here. And the source, you could either pick a folder or you can pick the open files, and I opened every single file, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. A folder can be any folder, so you can choose that folder. I can choose the folder that we made on my on the desktop as backups, and we could choose that folder, but we don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and open files, and we're going to hit OK. And now once I hit OK, it's going to automate everything. You'll see it going through each image. So let's see that. So you can see the actions over here going back and forth, back and forth. That's not me clicking it, that's Photoshop. And it's changing every image to black and white. And when it's done, and it's also saving the images too. So once it's done, it will stop. Okay, so now that's done. We can go ahead and just go to File, Close All. We'll close all the documents there. And then we can go and see if they're changed. Now look at that. We open up AccuWeather and boom, there they are. They're all black and white. So that was just a little tutorial on batch editing. Hopefully we'll have some more videos for you soon.